The image. We laying down on the floor. I pull out, you feel me? She told me to stop. I look, I see blood on me. I see it on the tip too. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, man. What's the deal, y'all? Hey, today we about to have story time. And I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little story about how I lost my virginity, you feel me? I don't know, man. The story is just all over the place, and like, I don't know. I feel like it was a traditional way, but it wasn't a pleasurable way. You feel me?
You feel me? You feel me?
Like, it was, everybody had a somewhat experience or something close to it, but it ain't pleasurable, you feel me? And I just want to be honest with y'all. I'm going to start doing story time more often. Somebody requested this on my story before. And before we get started the video, man, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, bro. We on the road to 1K. We trying to hit that we ain't even trying. We going to hit that by the end of this summer, you feel me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So look, the story about how I lost my virginity, like my V card, like, I ain't gonna lie, it felt different, like I'ma just, how can I put it? It's like, this was the moment, like, that I've been waiting my whole life for. So in my head, I was on some, like, I'm prepared for this from watching a lot of P-Stars, right? Like, I felt like I was mentally ready for this, right? But the thing is, when I lost it, it was more so on the like the emotional side, like, cause I took hers too. So she was real emotional about the situation. But look, I'ma set the scene for y'all, right? So boom. Dang, I think it was on a Thursday. That's the crazy part. I think I know what actual day I lost it, because I knew I had a football game the next day, and this is high school. So this had to be like, yeah, this had to be when I was, how old was I? I don't even know. Maybe it was like 10th grade. I think it was 11th grade though. Like 10th, 11th grade, somewhere in there, right? So boom. Like, I'm trying to like piece it together so it can all make sense, right? So boom, look, we walk home. We walk to my house, me and her, right? So at the time, nobody was home, of course. You know, you get in when nobody home. Like, that's when you get to, you know, that's when, yeah, you lock the doors, you know, that's when stuff is on the speakers and it's not on your headphones, if you know what I'm talking about, fellas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you're at the house alone, you can put stuff on the speakers. It ain't gotta be in your headphones. So it was one of them type moments. So look, we walk home, right? So my school, where I was going to school, was, I stayed on 100, my school was like 108th, right? So I had to walk all the way to 96. So that's like, quick, man, we're gonna say that's like 15 blocks, however many, you feel me? It was just it was a long walk, we're gonna put it that way, right? So look, we get to the house, right? And then at this point, look, before we even start that, like, we was already talking for about like, I wanna say 6 months. Because at the time she was a virgin, I was a virgin, and I ain't the type of guy, I've never been the type to like push that on a female, you feel me? So if it happened, it happened, you feel me? Cause it's like, hoes come and go, you feel me? Like, I don't know, I wasn't really tripping, honestly. So look, so look, we walk to my house, you know, we chilling, it's a little vibe, you know, we on some little, just cool, regular, like we just on some like, we just got the house to ourselves, right? So then, I wanna say like, you know how I normally start going, we start making out all that other stuff, right? Then it leads to the rest of the stuff. You know, you lead to the feeling and everything else. Now I already like felt before, you feel me? And I got hard before, so she felt, you know, she knew that lumber was there. I was working with a little bit of something, you feel me? But it was just, I didn't put it in yet. Like, this was the first time, bro. And I'm telling y'all, when I was little, I was an addict to the P. You feel me? I was a little porn addict. Like, I knew what to do. I was just waiting for the right time. And then it seemed like, look, I don't know how to, man. Look, bro, it was a lot. Like, I'm trying to relive the moment. And it's kind of fuzzy, but it's clear at the same time. So look. All right. So look, we get to the house. Boom. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I ain't gonna lie. Let me just stop. Let me shut up. Keep it short and sweet. So look, we get to the house, right? We start kissing, right? I want to say, she grabbed on that lumber. You feel me? I start playing with the little thing, you know. Fellas, hey, I just came from the nail shop. I got my little manicure, so, you know, I always had to keep the nails right, so I knew how to get up in there. You feel me? So look, we doing that and everything else. Then we go tomorrow. I want to say we was doing this in the living room. And I hope my grandma don't see this. Now, maybe we was already in my room. At this time, I had the whole room to myself. Or actually, I was sharing a bunk bed with my little brother. Yeah. I want to say he was at the top bunk and I had the bottom bunk. But I wasn't going to do it on my bed because it was our first time. You know, you pop that cherry, it be blood everywhere, right? So look. So I set down a towel on the floor. I took her down on the floor. So however it happened, we get to the we basically do our thing, yada yada yada, brr, get to the floor, right? I'm laying her down. She like slide it in, you feel me? And I'm like, this the moment, cause I'm telling y'all, bro, before all this, I knew what to do, cause I watched too much not to know what to do, you feel me? So I know what to do. Like, hey, trust, like Cooley know what to do. But like I said, it's your first time, so it's like, my head thinking, all I'm thinking is like, dang, I'm gonna bust quick, you feel me? But anyway, so look. So I get up in there, you know, yeah, she already wet, everything else. I slide the tip in on some stuff, like, but it's rough, like, all right, y'all, I don't wanna get too graphic. Like, you know how it's like, she like this her first time. I'm at least, you feel me? I'm like this, like, it's not going in. So I'm trying to tell her, like, I'm trying to comfort her at the same time, like, on some relaxed type stuff, like, you feel me? But it's not working. It's not working at that point. And then I'm in here raw too. So it was like, all right, if you about to pop the cherry, I shouldn't have been in raw. That messed me up psychologically in my head later on. I'm gonna tell y'all about that part, cause it get a little bit deeper with some most, but that, like, it messed me up psychologically. Like, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, so she tight, but I'm like, you know, like, all right, when you young and stuff, it's like, when you ready. Like, I'm trying to put it in, like, you feel me? But she, ow, stop, like, hold on. But it's like, I'm ready, like, I'm holding on, but I don't want to hold on, you feel me?
What do you mean by that?
So look. So boom, I think I was like halfway in there, right? This whole little thing only really lasted like 45 seconds, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like halfway up in that thing, like, it was tight, like untouched, like, you know, hey fellas, you already know if that untouched coochie is something a little bit different. It's like, it's good, but it's bad at the same time. Cause it's like, it's good that it's so tight, but it's bad cause you can't play around in it the way you want to, you feel me? So I'm on some like come on, man, like, I'm kinda in the middle, I'm halfway in. But you feel me, you gotta respect your females, you gotta respect your ladies, man. We ain't going, you feel me? If she say no, that means no. So then she like, take it out, you feel me? I take it out, and guess what I saw? I see blood. I look down, like, that's why it was so wet. Like, I see blood. I swear to God, bro. She like, I'm sorry, like, I tried. She crying and everything else. Bro, I just wanted to get in the shower so bad. Like, I couldn't do it, bro. Like, once I seen the blood, like, I went instant wet noodle type. Like, it's over with. Like, I'm tapped out, you feel me? Then I'm like, so look. So we laying down on the floor. I'm gonna paint the image. We laying down on the floor. I pull out, you feel me? She told me to stop. I look, I see blood on me. I see it on the tip too. That's the scariest part. Hey, as a man, if you see blood on the tip of your, oh my gosh, bro. It's like a, what the, you feel me, type of moment. So look, I pull out, I look. There's blood on my thing. It's a little bit of blood on the towel. It's a little bit of blood on the carpet. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm sick, like, to my stomach. Like, I feel like I could throw up right now, type, like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, I'm not like, I could do shots and needles, like I'm okay seeing blood, but when you see it on that part, like you like, oh my gosh, bro, it was just it's a terrible thing. Like, I don't wish that on nobody to ever feel that. But I know some of y'all nasty when she on that end of the month. I know y'all be getting it in, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But look. So I'm like, she crying and everything else, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, it's blood on my dick. She like, I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, like, you good? Like, I'm trying to comfort her, because at the same time, this was my girl, but it's like, bro, you just put blood on my dick. So I'm like, I pull out everything else, we looking. Well, I'm looking, I see it on the carpet, I see it on the towel, I see it on her. I'm like, I'm gonna get in the shower, like, you feel me? Like, I'm disgusted right now, I ain't even gonna lie. I knew she felt like I messed up, like, he don't wanna mess with me after this. But I'm like, it's cool. I'm trying to be Mr. Nice Guy and stuff. Y'all know me, Cooley the nice guy. So I'm like, it's cool. I get in the shower. She go in the shower with me, not go in the shower with me, but she go to the bathroom right after me. Like, I'm in the shower, you feel me? Rubber dub. She like sitting on the toilet and stuff. I'm like, at this point though, like mentally, I get a point to where it's like, leave me alone. You feel me? But I wasn't gonna tell her that. But I was in that mood, like, bro, leave me alone. You feel me? So she on some she just sitting there crying, like, I'm like, like, it's okay, like, I'm watching you see, hey, that's the scariest sight, just blood on your, and it's just going down the shower, you see the water, I'm like, what just happened, bro? Like, do I need to go get checked or something, you feel me? But anyway, so, like, she crying on the toilet, then I get out the shower and stuff. I'm like, you good? Like, you feel me? She like, yeah, I'm okay, like, but I'm like, okay, like, what? Like, what do we do now? You feel me? I was in a stuck moment on some, like, I don't know what to do now. Like, we tried, it didn't work. You feel me? So look, so after that, I'm like, okay, my thought process, like, all right, I probably got like 2 more hours before my grandma come home, whatever. So I'm like, I gotta clean up this thing. So I, get on my hands and knees, start scrubbing out the blood out the carpet. I clean it up. Then, this is how I know I'm low-key a cold person. I'm like, you gonna go home, like, on some stuff like that after that? I'm like, yeah, you want me to walk you home now? Like, you feel me? But she's sitting there crying, like, this, I guess, like, for women, this is a big moment, like, to lose your virginity. But for dudes, it's, like, more so, like, an accomplishment, you feel me? To where it's, like, for women, I think this is more so, like, a coming into, like, womanhood, like, this is like a prom type. You know how, like, females take prom and wedding and losing their virginity, they take that stuff, like, real serious. But me, I'm just on some, like, I did it, you feel me? I gotta go tell the boys in the group chat on some stuff. I just bought my video. Like, I don't even think I told nobody this on some stuff. But it was just, man, it was crazy, bruh. Just to see blood on your thing, like, it's a sick thing. And this kind of had me afraid of sex. Cause, not afraid of sex, but afraid to mess with a virgin ever again. Cause it's like, I don't want no blood. Like, that's the quickest way to turn me off. Man, show me some, like, in sex, like, if I see blood on it, I can't do it. That's why I can't hit a female on a period. Like, that's the craziest thing to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I tried it. Like, I think me and we did that probably like twice, like twice. I ain't gonna cap. But the thing is, first time I was too drunk and too horny, so that don't really count. Second time, I'm a little bit sober. I'm sober, but it's like, once I did it, probably like 2-3 strokes in, I'm like, I couldn't. I swear to God, hey, that's the worst thing. I salute anybody that can do that. Okay experience at the same time, but it wasn't okay. Cause look, come to find out later on down the line, she was upset with me because she wanted to be held, so it's like an emotional thing for her, and I wasn't on that. I'm like, I'm about to go get in the shower, I'm about to clean this up, you gotta go, you feel me? But it was just, man, I don't know. I'm gonna do a part 2 to what happened after that later on, man. So with that being said, hey, I'm gonna see y'all next time for another video. My camera about to die, man. Peace.